I'm Betty Osborne, and I have lived in Peoria since 1948. I was born in Massachusetts, and my family moved here.
I grew up in the country, back in Massachusetts. We had a farm.
My family moved here, and my dad was in business. I used to fly up to Boston, and this one time somebody picked me up, and I looked at the guy, and I hadn't seen him for probably 10, 15 years. This guy picked me up at the airport, and I looked at him and I thought, I know him. It just happened to be my future husband. I had known him back in the early 40s.
Well, she's all grown up. Looked pretty good. And I wasn't going with anybody at the time, and we just got together and kind of worked out. Let's see, I come to Peoria in 1958 in April.
I lived in town. We have townies and we have country ones, and so I'm a country one now, but I was a townie then growing up.
Oh, it was just a little old small farming town. Yeah, Cactus, when I come here, Cactus was dirt, Thunderbird was dirt.
You knew everybody that you saw. You walk down the street, you see 10 people. You knew 10 people.
Hell, Peoria didn't even have a recreation department then, because I sponsored a softball team. The fire department sponsored a couple of them, girls and boys softball teams, and that was the recreation in Peoria. The city didn't have nothing to do with it.
I was a scorekeeper, and they had a mascot, was our dog, and they named our dog the mascot of their softball team. It was fun, community and people would come just to watch the girls play softball.
Every place you went, it was the same way. It was a cotton patch here and an alfalfa patch here. All your cotton back then was picked by hand.
Yep.
They didn't have machines going down the road picking 6, 7 rows of cotton at a time.
I went out one morning with a friend, in the family, that I'd like to try to pick cotton, and here, and you put that over your neck and it goes down between your leg and you're down and you're picking. You come home, your hands are so sore, and I picked, all morning. So weighed, and I made $1 all morning long. I'm a graduate of Peoria High School, class of 56, and I'm quite proud to be a Panther. I'm Panther strong. I can remember walking to school in the elementary, and so it was quite enjoyable growing up in Peoria. There's a lot of things. It was a very small town.
Yeah, my education ain't very long.
Bob is a Marine veteran. He served over in Korea. He gets very emotional talking about that.
We was on Hill 495. I didn't get in any fighting. I was all done before I got there. But we had some hairy moments over there, yeah. That was the 1st Battalion of the 7th Marines. It was cold, and all we had was tents. We didn't have no barracks or anything. All we had was damn tents.
Tell about when you came back from Korea.
I went to Quantico, Virginia. That was quite a place too. That was kind of over my head a little bit. Anyways, they made a weapons instructor out of me.
We were married in June of 1958, which June 1st, we will be married 65 years.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good.
Yep, 65 years later, huh?
Yeah, it worked out pretty good, and but I couldn't stand the heat. We got married in June, and by August, I think we was out of here. We went back to Massachusetts, and we lived up over my folks' house.
Being out here in Arizona, I said, I've got to go back to Arizona. I can't stand this cold. I guess it was arthritis that really bothered me. So back to Arizona we came, and we've been here ever since.
Yeah, we moved in. We lived in the house trailer down on
85th, 86th, somewhere.
It was down there, someplace down there. Then I went to work in the feedlot down on Indian School Road.
He played cowboy.
wasn't making any damn money. That was the bad part about it. It was a good job, a lot of fun, but I wasn't making any money, so I went to work carpenting, building houses.
Then he came to the city of Peoria, and he was there in facilities maintenance. He was the carpenter.
That was good. We done a lot of remodeling in the old city hall. Where they tore it down and put that theater in there. And before that, when the fire chief's building was where the old city hall was, well, we remodeled that thing too. And we remodeled the fire station on the old number 1 fire station.
Bob was working for the city, and I was working at the school in the transportation department, and we decided, well, we wanted to get out of the city. We had 4-bedroom home, and our girls were all off, married or in college, and decided, well, we better downsize. You know, a 2-bedroom is fine for us. So we went around looking for some place to build a home, you know, because Bob and I were going to do it ourselves. And we found this pile of rocks up here, built it. This was, I think we bought this in '96. And we didn't do anything for a couple of years until we retired in '98.
Well, the first thing we did, we put the well in.
Yeah, put the well in.
You know, and built corrals, because we had a couple of horses we had to take care of.
We lived in part of the garage, 1/3 of the garage, and our RV.
Yeah, that was home.
That was home while we built. I did all the tractor work around here, and Bob was pounding nails. It was a lot of work, but we enjoyed it. And Bob did all the cabinet work, built all the cabinets in this house.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing it. Yeah.
So we're getting old, but you know, hey, we keep on going. We don't sit still. We move. Old Peoria, you know, if you knew somebody that was in need for something, everybody was right there to help them. But it was fun. We all survived. We enjoyed small town Peoria. That's a little bit of history.